The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Derrick Henry all alone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Willis saw the option to the right.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Now it's Richardson.
Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight, 19 tight. Lions.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 4.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Go.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Another powerful run and another workhorse season in the books for Henry. Let's take a peek at his numbers. He's led the NFL in carries and topped 1,500 yards for the 3rd time in 4 years. In addition, 5th straight year with double-digit touchdowns.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, That's exactly what you're looking for.
Go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Viking 18. Ready.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14. Armadillos, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
60. 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Again, it's Richardson. He gets this one to Boyd. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready. Ready.
A final shot before the half. Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that one too high and incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he...
after a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
In motion left goes Burks. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
Second down, here's Willis.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over the first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go,
From
here
down
we
at the
go.
12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Come on, come on.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Willis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. Called that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Able to push his way through.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, ready.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Richardson to throw.
Being chased out left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
This will be from 49 yards out.
Gay's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Over the middle, he's got the tight end, Wesco. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Willis looks to pass it here.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
That's on the right side with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go now.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Trap 60.
Richardson. Jonathan Taylor.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the play. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Richardson working from the gun.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
1st down, Tennessee.
Got it. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Great play to move the chains by Hopkins, who showed that he remains a great playmaker despite missing chunks of the last 2 seasons. averaged almost 80 yards per game in 9 games last year.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Willis to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Willis is going to throw once more. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Willis. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set, tempo, set. Let's go. Let's go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
65 cat, 65 cat. Ready?
Richardson to throw it.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Richardson.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.